Thinking of you day and night. You got that fire, girl. Right. You fight your burn so bright. She moving to the left, y'all, and back to the right. Way down the middle. She works it all night. Yeah. Oh, yes, you do. She got that fire. You know you got it, baby. Fire. Slide, baby. Fire. Oh, yes, you do.
All right. Can I give everybody the soft introduction just because I don't know how to do openings? Hey, how's the weather out there, Chuck?
That's the thing about, I guess, you and I, right? Is that we don't have an like an opening bit. Like Graham has their bit. What you said, that's from Hoogan? Who said that?
Manny Fresh.
Okay. And then obviously Cal does the opening for Black Wrestling. But you and I, we just get right into it again. Like that ball rolls out. Push the pace. Like, come on.
Oh yeah, I'll start trying to play man defense ASAP.
Yeah. That's your man. Get back.
Right. That's how I usually
Hands up in the air like as soon as the ball gets.
Yeah, I don't play zone. I don't play no 2-3. Yeah, I just as soon as the ball gets rolling out and I see that red button, it's like, hey, how's it going? Hey, let me tell you about my wife. All right.
I mean, you're saying we don't do it. Hey. No.
Yeah, she has a great ass.
She said, I want to go somewhere I haven't been. I said, try the kitchen. Hey.
Hey, when I was born, my mother started.
Were you Rich Boss?
No, I was probably doing the Rodney Dangerfield. Not Rich
No,
Boss.
because I'm saying the Rich Voss, Patrice O'Neal, those videos where they just bury this man like Jim Ross burying the Ultimate Warrior. It's hilarious. Patrice O'Neal's like, this man, he's a hack, and it's his friend. He's like, he's terrible. Like I think there's one like they watch his old stand-up and he's like, you still use that bit today? Like he's like, no, I don't. He's like, I saw your show last week and you said the same thing. Like
they actually like him.
That's what you do with friends though. Again, like watch BRP, watch any show like that. Again, you and I, and like I'll call. What did I call you yesterday? I said you're Black Dax Harwood.
Yeah, you didn't say black though. You said another term.
Oh, okay. See.
Vin said, "What if you pop up on the show with blackface?" I said, "Ain't nothing I can do to help."
Who said that?
Vin. He said, "What if they?"
Okay, now that's been just being an asshole. But no, let's not forget. I think the first Patreon we ever did, or like the second, we had Van on, and because we're behind the paywall, I think we're like we can wild out. And I made a joke like, Van, imagine if I was just like a complete racist behind the paywall, just like the whole time I've been putting on the front, and then like behind the paywall, I'm just like, let me tell you about them, and then like, whoa.
Everybody be like, we're not shocked, especially one person. One person definitely wants you to be a racist. Well,
would you like to elaborate?
No,
yeah, your
both
friends,
male and female, they want you to really be a racist, so they can be like, I'll take that spot. I'll say one person that be in it.
Well, meanwhile, they're a term, I think, that one in particular.
Oh, what?
Is, No, I'm saying a term that Amp and then would be using about, I think the one female you're saying in particular would be
a hoe for sure.
No, I think the one that's worse for wear.
A hoe? What's worse than a hoe?
It's what you sleep on, and then a wrench. But
oh, that's a couple women that like you, but that's neither here nor there.
Why do you think that is? To be honest, you want to talk about that or no?
Because you like the
not just the ancestors part of it, where it's like passed on through. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean.
You know what I mean.
Talk. You prefer I talk right now. I don't know what you mean.
But go ahead. Why is that, you think?
And probably the Mickey Mouse tattoos.
Yeah.
Probably because you wear a lot of red. I don't know. I ain't no fucking woman.
You sure?
Nah. Because I'll be like 98% of them. No talent.
Okay. Why are you saying that? Why are you feeling away all of a sudden?
I don't feel no way, man. Let me tell my jokes. Like, I was talking to Cal earlier. He said something I said don't make sense. I'm like, dog, even when I don't
you're
make
saying,
sense, I make sense.
You're saying, let me get my spots in. Damn it.
That's it. I do, like I just said, we just finished Wiretap literally 2 minutes ago, me and Eve. Like I said with him, hey man, I do this podcast shit for jokes, eventually get paid, and to work. That's it. I'm not here to do the whole analytical sound good breakdown shit. Like, hey, let me tell you about this arm wrench by FTR, Dax Hardwood, Irish Whip. That ain't my whole.
But you were
thing
falling for that
right.
shit yesterday.
No, that was a great match though. And I don't even like FTR, but that was a great match.
I didn't see all of it because the stream I had was shit. So
yeah, so it's a theory about that. It's not even theory. It's kind of known now because that happened to me during the pre-show on every site that I was at. And then Mr. Khan got the app going on now, $9.99. So I said, oh, okay. He had his snipers like, nope, pull the stream. $9.99 is not a bad deal, people. For the
no, not at all.
Yeah, the library ROH. Most of that shit is on YouTube anyway. But
that's the thing. If it's like the complete library and a weekly show, I mean, you can get worse deals. I mean, New Japan basically has that, and yeah, you know, go pay that
shit.
Yeah, it's not bad on my Mac. Yeah, I've already signed up, so I wanted to watch a few matches, and then just so when Wrestle Kingdom comes, I don't have to do the whole sign in that day, blah blah blah. It'll just be, and that's probably when I'll cancel is like the day after.
They know. So you ain't gonna send me the login? I gotta get my own.
You want it?
Hell yeah!
I sent you my HBO Max, and you were a dickhead about it.
I didn't. You know why? Just because I am that way sometimes. Most of the time in life, I'm just very quiet about me being a cunt. Can I say that here? I can't.
Yeah.
It's half my show. If I want to say goddamn,
I don't think. I know a lot of people are like, ooh, when they hear it, but if you really want to put someone down, you should call them a cunt.
Why, motherfuckers always get scared of
understand.
terms.
Yeah, I know it is a bad term, but I legit think like if there's someone I had like vitriol for, or like if they did some like real, like how I used it a few weeks ago, that was a real like so and so was acting like it.
Like, dude, it's a term I used on myself. It's worse terms you can use. All right, I use that term. I have a very, how do I say, derogatory vernacular. It's the reason why I'm quiet all the time, because I'm processing the thoughts of how I can't stand you asses.
Same. That's why we work together.
Right. So I have to use vitriol.
That's why we'd be quiet in the room, and then like one's in one corner, one's in the other, be like, yeah, we'd be doing like the sign language, be like,
Scotty,
Scotty, nice.
Gotta be doing that.
There were 2 times, like it was in Dallas, where we had a legit call plays like that. It'd be like, my favorite is something like that is Russell Crowe tells a story of being on the set of Gladiator, working with Ridley Scott, and there was like a part of dialogue that they were trying to rework or whatever, and then Russell Crowe's like, what if I say this? And he said it in Latin, and then Ridley Scott was like, with a cigarette, like, what does that mean? Russell Crowe was like, strength and honor, and then Ridley Scott was like, say that. like
what does that mean? I just had a conversation about the Scott brothers, by the way.
With who? With whom? Who?
My good friend back at home, shouts out to Just, he's writing some stuff right now too, but we be having like nerd talks. Like we had a conversation, and I know he doesn't mind me bringing it up on the show because obviously we not doing pods together anymore because he's busy, which is fine. That's my brother. But we had a conversation about James Cameron versus Michael Bay. That was one of them. Then we got to Ridley Scott versus Tony Scott. And we agreed with Tony Scott. But then when we got to the James Cameron, Michael Bay, everybody knows the side of the fence I'm on with that.
Wait, so were you arguing which of the 2 Scott brothers was better?
Yeah.
That's tough because Ridley Scott is much more epic in terms of like the whole picture. which is why again he did like those medieval battles and giant set pieces and all that. While Ridley Scott was so quick cutting and again gritty, bright lights, that neon smoky look. And again, like Tony Scott did Last Boy Scout, brilliant. Top Gun, obviously, brilliant. And not saying Ridley Scott isn't better, but I would probably it's like a split decision with Tony Scott over Ridley Scott for me.
I would go with Tony. You go with Tony if you like AEW. You go with Ridley if you like WWE.
Yeah,
you know what I mean by
that's
that?
a fair comment. Yeah, one's more entertainment, one's more about the craft. But even then, Ridley Scott is about the craft because not everyone can do giant set pieces like him. Only 10 guys in Hollywood could do stuff like that.
But he's sports entertainment. That's what I mean. He's more sports entertainment, and then Tony is more AEW, just fast pace, spots, a little bit of entertainment, but more so just hitting you in the face.
But the other thing too is like Ridley Scott worked more often with Russell Crowe. Again, like I mentioned, and Tony Scott had Denzel. And then the one time like Denzel crossed over was American Gangster, and again that was Ridley Scott and Russell Crowe together.
Yeah, and that's probably why too, just because American Gangster is probably my top 5 favorite movies ever, and I always watch it around this time of the year for some reason.
See, like he wanted to tell big, like saying big, like enthralling, epic stories. There's like I think most of Ridley Scott's movies were in the span of like 3 days at the most. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It was like again Top Gun, and it's probably 2 weeks or 3 weeks they say when they ship them out at the beginning, and then Last Boy Scouts I think like 3 days. Man on Fire is probably a week or something like that. But again, because it's all about that quick cutting, fast pace. Like you're constantly on the run, you're sweating and all that. Like you feel the heat of wherever he's at. Whereas, like I said, Ridley Scott, it's a saga, it's a journey. Like you're following again Frank Lucas from here to here, and same thing in Gladiator. Him as a general to him as a slave to him as Gladiator, and all that. I think they were able to execute entirely different visions. I think I maybe said this on the pod sometime in the last 2 years, but if they were like to do if in the 90s they were to do the Avengers, one of the Scott brothers probably would have been the best choice to do it.
Tony.
And I did like a whole Dreamcast, like you could have. Let me see if I still have that.
Because somebody else did the same thing along the lines that.
No, I know that, yeah.
Which isn't bad, but like the fact that it was, I mean, it's very accurate. Like, why would you not cast Wesley Snipes as the Black Panther? He don't even need the mask. Just put some whiskers on him. And then Tom Cruise being like Iron Man, it's like, well, shit, there go the boots right there. And then they said Brad Pitt's supposed to play Captain America. Well,
no, I had, all right, so I said, yeah, Avengers 94, 95. Directed by either of the Scott brothers. I had Alec Baldwin as Iron Man.
That's funny.
Which would have worked given how Alec Baldwin had alcohol problems as well. And he had that look back then, like he had that like slick look, and he looked, I think, very like that 80s version of Iron Man in the comics. My boy Kevin Costner, Compton Kevin, is Nick Fury. Young Matthew McConaughey is Hawkeye. Young Jennifer Connelly is Black Widow. Tom Hanks is Bruce Banner, the Hulk. I had Denzel Washington as Hank Pym, Ant-Man. I had Halle Berry as Janet Van Dyne, the Wasp. I had Brad Pitt as Steve Rogers. Christian Slater as Agent Coulson. Tom Cruise as Loki. Liam Neeson as Thor. Jean-Claude Van Damme as Baron Zemo. And Wesley Snipes as the Taskmaster.
So who's playing Black Panther?
I was going to
James Earl Jones.
No, I'm doing more like the
first one.
Yeah, like Avengers 20, like that story, like them all getting together to fight Loki and all that.
Okay, who was you cast as a Black Panther then?
If I were to make like a sequel, then and like he shows up, like how they did it in the Ultimates.
No, if you were the cast director in the 90s and we had Black Panther.
I don't want to.
You could, I mean, shit. Who was actually working in the 90s besides?
Oh shit.
He's watching the game, people.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The Niners they just scored again.
He's serious about his team. Huh? He watched none. I don't get a chance to watch none of our teams. But
luckily they've been on national TV this year because were projected to be good with Trey Lance, and then Jimmy Garoppolo stepped up. But now, like, Brock Purdy has turned into what I thought Johnny Manziel was going to be, and he didn't, which is like the irony. And of course, if you look up Brock Purdy,
State.
You were right the other day when you said he was Alex Moran, because this is an Alex Moran game. Like when he had to come in and be the backup that won them the rivalry game. This is exactly what's going on right now with him. But if you go to Brock Purdy's Instagram, of course it says follower of Jesus, my love for the Lord. And I'm like, that's how you know he was going to show out. And how I'm like, of course, like the guy who's going to lead my team in the Super Bowl is a, God-loving man.
That's actually pretty fire, wrong.
No, I was trying. It'd be our guy. We might be a few years too soon. I think. Let me see when he debuted.
Here's another one. That's not that bad.
No, I wasn't gonna say that. I was gonna say even though he came to mind for a second, I think our boy Mr. Get Them Checks, Jamon Hunsu. I know he did the voice in the animated series, but was Amistad around?
That was 99.
Okay, that's what I mean. Like, I don't know if he was acting prominently then.
No, that was his first start. I don't even think he wanted to be an actor. He kind of just slipped into that role. He's like, "Oh shit, yeah." That's how I worked with Danny Trejo. He just
yeah. Well, I mean, because he was about that life.
Yeah, it was a work release program type thing, which Central Casting is at times, because they don't do background checks, and that's why a lot of people go on sets and start doing stupid shit. But with him, he was like, "Oh, I can make some money. I'm 40 years old at this point," and he is a DVD legend. Like, bruh, he puts out at least. If y'all don't know anything about Danny Trejo, every year he does at least 3 to 4 movies straight to DVD. I mean, it's called working actor. So even if he getting paid like $20K, probably more than that, but let's say he getting paid $20K, that still pay the rent or the bills. Amistad was 97.
Yeah, okay. And I was like, that's something I was looking up right now. But no, really? What Drummond said earlier, I haven't watched Abbott Elementary. I hear everyone loves it, but I did see Vince Staples was on it the other day. I did see the clip of it again. Vince Staples is a great actor, which is why I'm hyped for his show, even though it is being produced by Kenya Barris, which I know everyone's upset about. I mean, I'm not a fan either, but take what you can get.
You talked about it, but you always got to do callbacks.
No, I don't really have a problem with his work. I don't
like the wrong shit. Just say it here.
No, it's not even that. No, I understand. I think why people have a problem with him in terms of his issues. It seems like he has a lot of mixed race issues or.
Is he of mixed race? I don't know. I know.
Well, that's why I'm not. That's not. I really don't know much of his life story either, or about like code switching.
I know he got a lot of kids. Right? So by one woman, people. That's not a stereotype. He has a lot of kids.
You know what? Like the other day, Kate Hudson was asked, "How is it raising 3 kids by 3 different fathers?" And she's like, I'm doing the best I can." I'm like, "Girl, a lot of women do that every day. You ain't special. Your mom is Goldie Hawn and your stepdad's Kurt Russell. You can relax." Like.
But with white women, it's like, oh my God.
Yes.
Or just people in general, like motherfuckers want cookies nowadays just for being a parent. Like, I swear,
I Chris Rock bit? What you want, a cookie?
Right, for being a parent, motherfucker, you should never put your legs in the air. Then you gonna have to worry about this.
Heels to Jesus.
Yeah, like dog, like. Some people actually plan to have kids, and I think that's the perfect way. And this is not the podcast for this, even though we talk about a lot of stuff. But I think about in the cadence of one of the greatest. No, he is probably the greatest San Diego Charger player, former quarterback. Oh no.
Oh, Phillip Rivers. Okay, I'm sorry, my bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For him, because he's super like one of those like, and I'm not bashing people like super like Jesus is king. So he did the whole marriage joint.
Yeah, the only way I can have sex is if I'm married, and then when once they say I do, like.
But dog, the fact that he has, I think, literally 7-8 kids.
The irony, I guess, was that he was teammates with Antonio Cromartie. Remember? And wasn't he on baby number 5 with mother number 4 at like the time of his rise?
Yeah, because I think he up to like 12, 13 now.
There was a video once I remember, like it was probably when he was kind of about to hit right as his peak was about to end, where he was doing like the whole, like he was naming them. And I think once he got to the other hand, he was kind of forgetting. Now Nick Cannon has taken that role. He's took that torch. I still think having a bunch of kids by one woman is just as bad as having a bunch of kids by multiple women.
Yeah, because her shit is just like.
There's that video that always comes up. It happened the other day, but I think it was the one from last year, right? Where it's like she had her first kid at 17, and she's had what? And she had 8 or 9 total by the time she was 30.
I think that's fine because you started early. Don't start fucking late. 30 years old doing that shit.
That is, I would agree. Like I think Steve Martin had his first kid at 70. I think
that's different. If you a man,
but Steve Martin looked 70 at 30, just in terms of like his hair was gray.
Yeah, well,
which I don't know why.
Places. That was him in Trading Places, right, with Eddie Murphy?
No, that's Dan Aykroyd.
Who am I thinking? What movie was that? Not the Queen Latifah movie. Yeah, Bowfinger. When he's the
you know, like Bringing Down the House. I used to watch that a lot with my mom.
I did, because what part? Oh, the part when they was in the crib and she started singing Negro spirituals. The grandma and the mom. That shit is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I know it was the grandma, but the best part is when Queen Latifah fights the woman at like the spa resort or whatever. It's like
Shorty had a chin, because if you take a punch with
Latifah, she's like, I do Taebo 3 times a day. Like
Queen Latifah, boy. Number 1, she from Jersey. Number 2, that ain't no small woman. So I know she got hands. She from Jersey in the 90s. Them combinations that you feel like you fighting Terrence Crawford.
Bop, 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 bop.
Yeah.
See, I used to box back in there. I was a boxer, and you know, one thing about Martin, he won't get hit.
Yeah, no. It's gonna, you try to fight her, it's gonna be like Hitman versus Martin.
Did you see Pac-Man Jones, former TNA tag champ Pac-Man Jones, box the other day?
Hey man, let me put this on the mega screen. I'm sorry, brother. Let me ISO this real quick because I got a PSA. Let me sit up straight. We need recreational boxing in the hood. All right. He is living proof of that. And also Deontay Wilder. There are no technical fighters in the hood. This motherfucker was like club fighting. I'm like, see, this is why we need actual sports. Like, learn physical combat. Because dudes in the hood be trying to just go for like haymakers. And he was getting punched around because this dude had some type of footing. This motherfucker just, all hood dudes want to throw like these wild ass haymakers, and then when you just step back a little bit or go under, they cook. And he probably don't have no type of cardio. The fucker probably be like, I don't know, he fucking everybody in Atlanta eat lemon pepper, so he probably just gassed off fucking lemon pepper wings and ribs or some shit. I know that sounded racial, but that's what the fuck they eat in Atlanta all the time is lemon pepper. I'm so
I like
fucking
ribs.
tired of hearing.
I like wings.
I'm so fucking tired of hearing about lemon pepper. Fuck lemon pepper.
All right, here you go. Now we can never go to Atlanta. Thanks.
Oh,
man,
you doing me a favor.
Is cooked.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna say what I said on Keek's show, because when I said that, it's like this motherfucker spider sense went off.
It's
go
35-0 right now.
No. I ain't playing around.
15 of 28, 113 passing with 0 touchdowns, 1 interception. Right now he dropped back. He's going for a run, and Nick Bosa just took him down.
I should turn the game on, but I gotta look at you.
No, but you're right. Like Pac-Man Jones again. Like this guy couldn't take a bump in the ring, not just because he didn't want to. One, he probably wouldn't have wanted to anyway. But like the contract said, he could not take bumps in the ring. Do you remember like he was legit on SportsCenter with Jeff Jarrett with a ring behind him? I remember being confused as hell. I'm like just getting into sports and I love wrestling. I'm like, wait, he's a football player that's gonna wrestle, and all because he was suspended. Again, like how bad do you have to wild out to be suspended and be like, you know what?
From the Bengals.
No, it was in Tennessee still.
Oh yeah, that was.
It almost like it migrated from Tennessee to Cincinnati. Like this man in the Twitter age. I mean, basically Antonio Brown is this right now, or was. Fuck yeah, another interception by Tom Brady.
And to be a specialty player to do that shit is. Specialty players don't really wild out like that because you don't expect to make a lot of money to begin with. So why would you start tripping out? Like, damn, bro, you a free safety, you a cornerback. Why is you tripping like that? That little, not pocket counting, but they don't make a substantial amount of money to get in trouble like that. Like the most I've ever heard a player made was Darrell Revis, but he was getting a lot of endorsements around. Yeah, other than Dion, I don't know too many special.
Didn't Jalen Ramsey become the highest paid? Yeah, no, I know. Gotta say, like Darrell Revis probably was at that time, and I bet it was then Richard Sherman, and then it was probably Josh Norman. Because what always happens, and this is why like cornerback is a cursed position, is a guy will have a solid year, a great year, and then regress immediately. But somehow in that great year, he'll get the contract extension and then just won't live up to the contract, incentives or whatever, like how much he's being paid. But Jalen Rose always said this, and he was right when he said that, like, it's not my fault. I have the power to negotiate. Like, sure, I might not like be able to live up to this deal, but they think I was worth this much, and I'm not turning down this money. Like, you crazy? Which is like the whole Aaron Judge thing. Aaron Judge can re-sign with the Yankees and be trash for the next 10 years. But hey, they signed him to that deal, and he took that deal.
That's why people can't get mad at Chandler Parsons when he signed
based off past performance, or what people, along with the potential of what you can do. But with the Mavericks, it was like they thought like they were going to steal because this guy showed out for the Rockets on a second round player deal. They paid him for 2 years, and he was solid. And then the Grizzlies were willing to pay more than Dallas were, and unfortunately, his knees were just cooked by then. He had like the worst knees you could have at that point.
The most he got with me, I didn't like how he did. Shouts out to the OG David Fizdale. He said he's not a good coach, which is kind of true. But I'm being biased because he from the area. So
we've said this before about guys who, like, what is a good coach, right? Like, because David Fizdale, he was in New York and then Memphis, right? Or Memphis then New York, yeah. And like, would we say Jason Kidd's a good coach? Because look at what happened with him in Milwaukee, and look at him in Dallas. Like, even him in Brooklyn, right?
You got talent. When you got talent, hell yeah, it ain't that hard to be a good coach. That's what I'm saying. So I'm thinking about.
But still, even when you have talent, you have to get the most out of it, which is why I say like Steve Kerr will be justified as a good coach, because Mark Jackson had talent. He just didn't use it correctly.
But the thing is with Steve Kerr, they listen. They not saying they didn't listen to Mark Jackson, but they listen to Steve Kerr because the championships are there. The people that he's learned, from coaching, Greg Popovich and Phil Jackson, pretty good, teachers. And then the way he runs the team, I think, works out best. So this year showed me why he's considered one of the greatest of all time. Like, I knew, but this past playoff showed me that, because they weren't really projected to even go that far to the finals. And then the adjustments that you make, it's all about your adjustments. Because I've never seen, like, the other previous teams that they played damn near perfect basketball, if not perfect. But this team that they had in the finals, dog, I've never seen, or in the playoffs in general, was perfect basketball. It seemed like, damn, they can't do nothing wrong. Like, it's still, I don't know how to explain a style of playing to this day, and it's gonna take me years. It's just like, it's not pass first. It's like, all right, if Steph, it's probably just basic. If Steph ain't open to shoot that bitch from 30 feet out, move it to Andrew Wiggins, who would then try to get a crazy ass turnaround jumper 15, 14 feet out. And then if that don't work, move it to Klay Thompson, even though he cooked. Still get him a little look. At times he looks good, but if he is, it's because he had Achilles and ACL tear. So
yeah, it was going to be hard for him to be the same guy he was prior, just based off the injuries you have in succession, like he did.
Yeah, like when he couldn't stand in front of what's my guy at the Suns? Devin Booker. When he can't stand in front of Devin.
Well, that's also Devin Booker too. But you're saying again, this is Klay Thompson, lockdown defender.
Yeah, and he got mad and threw a fit and got kicked off the court. It's because he can't move like that no more. You can't stand in front of Devin Booker. And Devin Booker,
it's my last game. You think he's gonna be like that one day? This is a young man's game guard, Devin Booker. This is a young man's game guard, Devin Booker.
If he ran out of trees, probably so. That's the only time he ever got heat with me. He talking about, maybe he was doing that to throw the sin off him, pun intended. But boy, you definitely be smoking, big smoking. You got one of them tiny ass afros like this the 70s.
He did. He doesn't have it anymore. He did. Yeah.
Shouts out to Clay too. He one of the very few good people from the OC besides Samoa Joe.
It's because he just loves to get high. Do you believe that he's just like a stoner?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He threw it off by saying, "Yeah, smoking is bad." I was like, "Motherfucker, you can't fool me." You cannot fool me. But the fact that he need it now, he need it now. Like all them injuries, yeah, let him smoke. Yeah. That shit probably, I don't know how it worked with Achilles or ACL tear, but I'm pretty sure.
You should ask Big Mike. He's going through an Achilles tear right now, something like that. It's partially torn.
He needs some medicine?
Nah, he can get that elsewhere.
I'm about to say, I can get him the A to the Z.
But no, it is that thing. Like, you do have to listen to the coach. And that's why, I guess that's the thing with Doc Rivers, right? Is that he is no, right? Like, isn't he like a good enough coach? But after a while, like the guys just get tired of him.
He's a fucking hack. No, I'm listening. You already know I was listening.
No, I know what you mean. Because again, like he got lucky one year in terms of like,
and they never fucking stopped talking about it. It's like, dude, it's been 14 years. Stop.
First of all, because it's fucking Boston, and it's like the only title they had since Larry Bird, and it's the only title they've ever gotten with those guys because they came close. They could have probably done it the next year, but Kevin Garnett got injured. They had it in 2010 until Ron Artest hit that shot. I mean, you can imagine saying like, man, we could have won if Kendrick Perkins didn't get injured. Like, imagine being like Kendrick Perkins is like, man, had he been healthy, we would have won that game.
But they couldn't. They had nobody to box out. It was just older KG. And
exactly. And as those guys age out, Rondo like picks up and becomes a star, but it's only him against D Wade, LeBron, and Chris Bosh who are going to kill those old guys because those old guys hated him and he's about shutting them up. Yeah,
that's. I remember watching that game live when Rondo went off of 42, and he never had a jumper.
Yeah,
no,
it was
never
impressive.
Had a jumper,
yeah,
that game he had a jumper. I said, "What the fuck going on around here?"
Yeah, it's like he was my favorite player at that time, and just like I'm like, oh my god, no way, this man's like I'm him like in his. And just like scooping it like under the rim every single time. He'd have like those weird moves where he would just go like, and like he would still somehow grab 20 boards and dish out like 15 assists. I'm like, God damn. And he's like, I'm doing the best I can. Like,
turn that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Sam. Like she balled on live, bro. She was gassed off Philly cheesesteaks or something. He couldn't box out the jumper. Usually his jumper is always consistent. Shouts out to She. UNC legend. I think he's coaching right now. I forgot where he's coaching at. Is he on the staff? Somebody correct me, but I know he got something to do with UNC maybe. But anyhow, Tar Heel players always get jobs and become Hall of Famers. That's neither here nor there. But
that is a thing, right? To be honest.
Yeah. You want to talk about how Duke is trash? Let's go.
Go ahead. B-Dot. I just mean because, like, all right. I know there was Shane Battier. He did have a decent career. Carlos
national
Boucher,
champion. That's cool. Christian
JJ Redick had a solid. Oh, they did have solid careers, but the star players never became the star players. And the one who could have had like the worst injury at the wrong time in his career, and that was Grant Hill. Right, like Grant Hill could have been like they were all saying he could have been the next Jordan, but those ankles, like
him. Just had a name, and it slipped my mind if we go into the 90s. But let's start with this era right now. So, their biggest star ever is playing for the Pelicans right now, being Zion. That's
you still don't think it's Kyrie?
Hell no, nah. Kyrie don't even like. I'm not even talking about all the stuff he's done this year.
No, I'm not factoring the outside stuff. I'm just saying again, like this man was in the talks of top 3 point guards or top 5, and then win an NBA title. There's the whole like when this guy's on fire, he's unstoppable. But again, there's the other part of like, well, when he plays, which is not often.
No, he played. He's been playing this year when he's allowed to. And last year, I think he barely missed games. I think Kevin Durant missed more games. It's just mentally where he's at, or before the whole take the shot shit. But with Duke, it's about the program more so than the player.
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean, look who you're talking about. It's all right, guys. We're gonna pass the ball, and I want you to get to the post. Wait for your fucking man to make his move. You stay your ass there, damn it.
oh, you know who I was thinking about? 2 players, and I just had a conversation. I want to say 2 or 3 weeks
Jason
ago.
Tatum, right?
Who's the MVP? I'll if we want to talk about him, we can get to him. I called him Beige Mamba when he got drafted. I'm still calling him Beige Mamba. That's who he played, just like that man being.
Except they say he doesn't have the clutch part, right?
But when people start talking about clutch, I want people to ask me what clutch is, because it seems like it's 2 or 3 different ways people say clutch. Like, you want him to shoot a game winner? Do you want him to,
I think it's
5 minutes into the game, close it out?
when it matters the most, you have to play your best. Like there was, again, Rajon Rondo, the stigma of national TV Rondo, primetime Rondo. Like when he was going to face the Heat or the Bulls or the Knicks when they got Melo and Amari, he was going to show out. But if it's like a Tuesday against Charlotte, all right, let's go. Come on.
I understand that, but if I'm clutch, it's like my definition of clutch is when that motherfucker ball is thrown in the air, that's when you clutch.
When the fucking ham burger, that's why you almost said it like
Yeah,
ball, like
that's my definition of clutch, not who gonna shoot a game winner. Obviously, if I'm the star player, 5 minutes into the game, give me the ball. But going back to what I was about to say about Duke players too. So you remember Jabari Parker and Jahlil Okafor?
I was just about to bring them up. So if you go to the 2010s Duke guys, it's like Kyle Singler, Jahlil Okafor, Jabari Parker, again, who was just cursed by injuries. I'd like to see the alternate universe in which he wasn't injured. Would he have turned into? You don't think he would have turned into anyone?
It was too, bruh. We in this decade, like him and Jahlil Okafor was playing 1995 type basketball. Like if it was in the 95, they'll probably be
Zion Williamson playing. Big guy running. He's the big guy. It's like Charles Barkley, right? The guy who has all this weight and like not as much height, just being like, like slamming it, like.
But that's gonna always work because it's athletic.
That's what Jabari Parker was supposed to be.
No, he was more so like.
No, but like with that mellow kind of finesse for a guy who has like maybe extra weight. I'm not fat shaming these guys, but they always say like, they don't want power forwards to be big anymore. They want them to be tall, lean guys.
Shouts out the South Side. Yeah. No, it's that. But Jahlil Okafor, like when they said he was coming out of high school.
Oh yeah, you knew like he would. Yeah, we can't have 6'10" guys be star players anymore. Unless they're like what? Is Nikola Jokic the only one? But that's because he can pass like a motherfucker. Like he's like
Joe Embiid think he fucking.
That's why
Allen Houston. He want to step back and shoot and all this shit. Like get your big ass in the block. Ain't nobody down there. You 7'2".
Hey, this is an one video. All right,
like dog, you 7'2".
When like I did love DeMarcus Cousins, Cookie Cousins, and he thought that same way. Like, all right, give me the ball and watch me cook. It's like, no, get in the paint.
Yeah, like when they called Jahlil Tim Duncan, I said, in this decade, that's not gonna work, bro. But you're right. Like DeMarcus is a phenomenal. It worked for that decade.
You were saying like Tim Duncan, like maybe like Tim Duncan in his last year. Tim Duncan, not like.
It's just more so you can't beat Tim Duncan at all in this decade. Like put Tim Duncan in this decade, and it's like, bro, that he gets you 15, probably 8, 15, 10. He'll get you like 15 rebounds, but it's like with Kevin Love. Put Kevin Love in this decade younger.
Oh my god,
he might cook.
No, I think he was in the right because that's what started it. He was kind of the catalyst in that way.
But he was more so. He played the 4, but he was more so a 3. Far as like,
but he doesn't have the skill set in terms of like to move side to side against guys at the 3.
No, he was fat when he played for Minnesota.
No, I know that. And that's why he got injured, because as he was slimming down, he would get more and more injured, and that's when the trade to Cleveland happened.
Yeah, he now, I don't know if Ohio stressed him out or Minnesota. He got all gray hair. I'm like, damn, bro, you my age.
You got gray hair. If you
No,
could
I
grow it
don't.
out.
I don't. I think I got a little bit in my beard, but the day I get gray hair, I'm like, shit. That surprises me.
That's the funny thing about Prime is like whenever they show Prime, like his stubble, like when he does like what a day or two without shaving, it's just like instantly gray. It's like, God damn, you old. Like
You lived a crazy life.
and see, I've just been shaving. Yeah, see what?
Yeah, I had to go. Jackson State.
He doesn't
I
talk
did
like
what
that.
I'm
He's
supposed to
like,
do.
we'll play football. We gotta.
I can't do. I think for Fort Myers, I can't do no damn country ass. He
But
sounds
you
damn near like Plies.
Country ass, like
Yeah, he sounds something like Plies. I think he is from Fort Myers, so that would make sense. But I
he
can't
went
do
to
it.
Colorado. Again, like Colorado.
You like $2 million?
Yeah.
You'll be in the cold for 2 million. You see,
That's
the
the
Nuggets
altitude,
players ain't
too.
shit. Apparently, Charles Barkley's stupid ass said that ain't the thing. He said that's it only affect you.
He
for
also
like 2
said
minutes.
the Warriors weren't gonna win because they shot too many 3-pointers. And no offense, Charles Barkley, you dumb as shit.
No, it is offense because he's a stupid motherfucker.
That is, yeah, he is true. Again, wasn't he the man who threw a man out a window
That's fire though.
or through a window? Now you're like,
bruh, he one of my favorite players ever, but he's a moron. Funny as hell, one of my
he's a
favorite
dumb
players
bitch,
ever.
as
but
I say.
yeah, I ain't gonna call no grown man no bitch though, just because.
Speaking of dumb bitches,
Okay,
what are we gonna be doing in a few weeks?
I'm not doing that shit.
Yes, we are, pal. Hey, pal.
I'm not doing that. Let Dwayne go over there and cook. Then we'll do it. Yeah, let's save
This
it.
man.
This Eric, hold on, brother. I'm sorry to cut you off. Let's save it for then, since everybody want to see
No,
the
no, no,
Rock
no, I'm
versus
saying
Roman
we're-
Reigns so fucking
I'm
bad.
saying
Why?
we're letting people know what to expect on Thanks for Sid Davis Patreon. We'll be doing a Black Adam commentary track. And if you want to hear me eviscerate this man one more time, because what I've been saying for 2 years, and y'all have mocked me, you have called me a hater, all of it. And what happened? Look who's right. Me! Who do you think you are? I am! Like, that's me. This man is having to do damage control for his movie because it didn't make a fucking dime like he thought it would. And now, James Gunn, the savior of the DC EU, he said, like, let's kick this shit to the curb, pal. Like, you are a villain. You are not a hero. Let's stop this and move on. What do you think about James Gunn and the announcement? Even though this, shout out to Van and X, I think they'll be covering this in the upcoming Black variant. They had posted, and I relate to this so much, that the news dropped right after they had recorded their episode, which that always happens to us. Brittney Griner, Vin Diesel. Let's talk about it for a second.
Oh, we get into the real topics, man. Hey, man, the fact that he made the microphone is this way. I'm sorry. The fact that Vin looks like the hero over Dwayne is crazy in 2022.
I mean, who could
Because
have
you
seen
would
this?
think
Who
Dwayne
could have
would
seen
have
this
said
coming?
something. Because you would have thought like Dwayne would have said something. He ain't said shit. Well, it's a black woman too, so he ain't gonna say nothing. But I'm sorry, black. It's a person. It's a black person. He thought, Dwayne.
Is Brittney Griner a they then?
Her voice sound like mine, so I don't know.
Now you just mean an asshole.
She do, or the person do sound like me. I'm not joking. I thought it was Ben Simmons getting out of jail the other day. I thought it was Slim Thug. I said, Boss Hog Outlaws. Fucking, I don't know how to speak Russian, but yeah. Anyhow, the family got her out. He was at a Laker game of all places. I didn't even know he watched basketball. I thought he just played fucking Dungeons and Dragons in the dark.
Yeah, no, that was So he posted an image on Instagram about him at a Laker game, and he says, "Let's get Brittney Griner home before Christmas." Let me check the date on this. And again, what I told you, like, this is so random. Like, he doesn't even know this. He doesn't even know Brittney Griner like that. And you're like, how do you know? I'm like, no way is Vin Diesel, like you said, Dungeons and Dragons player hanging out with Brittney Griner.
I mean, I believe anything at this point. So maybe
And I'm not shaming people who play Dungeon. I'm just saying, like, Vin Diesel's interests don't include basketball.
How we know though? Like, I mean, with Laker games, it's more so about just going just to say, hey, I went to a Laker game because I'm a celebrity.
Mingle. It's it's mingling and all that. It's making deals. That's how business gets done in Hollywood.
But still, the fact that he was there, like halfway to court. I mean, you're gonna be courtside, but he was halfway to courtside, which makes me believe maybe he is a fan, because usually they put like the mega celebrities on courtside. Like, think about this, y'all. Floyd Mayweather got like season tickets. More than likely, he didn't pay for it because celebrities don't pay for shit, and they got millions of dollars. So he be there. Like when I used to work there, I used to see him all the time. But he just there just for, just because. But he an actual sports fan and he bets, so I'm not mad at it. But then was halfway to courtside, which makes me believe maybe he purchased some tickets or they gave it to him. But either way, he might be a fan. Who was his agent? No,
I'm saying like whoever his agent would be, and that's how it works. Like the agents will buy the season tickets and take this client to that one or this, so on and so forth. I mean, that's how at least it was portrayed on Entourage. Remember where he like tries to get tickets to a game and they're like, we don't want this game. Try it for this game, and it's like he can't and all that. Like it's a tactic again. Like they might not love the Lakers or love basketball, but it's you're seeing at a Laker game. You're on the Jumbotron and all that. You get the actor Vin Diesel, Fast and the Furious, when they put you on TV.
I'm like, y'all starting this promotion PR. A little bit too early, though.
It's PR. Well, I mean,
the movie's still in development.
Well, it's again Guardians of the Galaxy.
He there to promote a Christmas movie?
No, the trailer just dropped too. It's like, that movie's coming out in the next 6 months.
This before that trash ass trailer dropped.
All right, shut the fuck up. Okay.
What are you talking about this before?
James Gunn has given us the first two Guardians, the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker. He ain't missed. All right.
So those last two things are phenomenal. I don't know, because I just watched the Suicide Squad again the other day. And Peacemaker is probably my show of the year.
Yeah, which we'll get to in a few weeks. But James Gunn, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is good. Shut the fuck up.
It's
better than all but like probably 3 DCEU films. And again, this guy who made one of those films made Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. So shut the fuck up.
It ain't better than the Batman.
That's what I'm saying. It's probably the Batman, the Suicide Squad, and
Batman
maybe Aquaman. Fuck off.
You the only person that don't like that shit. Well, no, you and them Rotten Tomato bastards.
People with a brain.
No, they don't have no brain, because these are the same motherfuckers that gave Black Adam a good review.
No, that shit again barely skated across the threshold, even though none of that matters because it's
according to Dwayne, they got the best reviews.
This man is saying, hey, no, my movie made money if you factor in this math and this math. Again, that's what you'll be seeing in a few weeks. He's a fraud. He lied.
So you wouldn't know this reference. Nicki Minaj did this with her album in 2018. When
I remember that one.
Yeah, remember she was going against Astroworld. She was like, no. It's all more Astroworld.
No.
She did all that. Like, I remember she was on Queen Radio.
Shit like that? Republicans, which is what The Rock is. He been tricking y'all. This man was Under Armour. This man said, vote for Biden. Nah. I've seen this man. We already know you're a Republican, you fucking Trumper.
And can't afford to be.
But no, I mean, Vin Diesel, like you said, out of everyone, somehow brokered this deal between his good friend Vladimir Putin and President Joe Biden and got Brittney Griner home. Like, how? Maybe Vladimir Putin got early access to Fast X.
On the name.
They filmed scenes in Russia and Fate of the Furious. What do you mean? Like, you mean to tell me they didn't link up? You didn't mean you mean to tell me this man didn't go, Vin, comrade, come here, da.
Somebody said he gonna drop an Audi on them. That's why this had to happen. Or a Charger.
Vin Diesel moves in, as a shaker and mover with, the USSR. All right, the KGB.
Seriously though, like for this shit that like.
This was the man that
maybe we do live in simulation. maybe we do live in a simulation. Because how? Because like this is a random ass day. I'm coming for work. They said Brittney Griner getting an early 7 a.m.
It was legit like early in the morning. I'm like, you and I are like, what the fuck's going on? Like I gotta go to work. Like,
because I saw her. That's hilarious. Whack at them. Because I saw it trending, and I'm like, oh, okay. So they gave her 9 years. I said, damn, she'll be all right. But then I saw that she got out, and I said, and I didn't think nothing of it. I was just like, all right, cool. I thought it was gonna go away. People was gonna celebrate. The fucking floodgates of jokes for Vin Diesel came out.
no, that and what have I told you? People on the internet who want to be like, no, we should take this issue seriously, and this isn't right. Have to get jokes off at the same time because the hypocrisy of this generation is that no one is serious, no one has morals, no one has pride or values. We are the generation that just is about jokes and whining and crying. I'm guilty of this too. But no one has a high horse to stand on. It's a mini horse.
Yeah, no, it's just like, wait a minute. You stupid motherfuckers were not.
Motherfucker, it's not about you. Again, like
hands down. I need to get that for a drop, and I hate using drops. I'll say this. Yeah, I'll say this.
I had to find that episode of The Lapse. It's somewhere where about Brett and Sean in Montreal. I'll have to scour and find it.
Yeah, you got 3 hours and 37 minutes looking for that footage. Good luck, pal.
Yeah, well, I really listen to those episodes a lot anyway, just because I like to hear Bret Hart's life fall apart.
All right.
Gets me up in the morning.
So, this motherfucker's a huge hater. So,
hey, Pitbull! Like,
that shit is fucking.
clap for me, bitch.
That's my favorite part still.
Smokey's Jack is made from 1% rat ass. Hit me, baby.
This motherfucker say something while I'm talking is gonna get shot. Please believe it.
They did have a lineup. Donnell Rawlings, Charlie Murphy, Ice-T. Again, Rich Voss is the one guy in the scene with them when they do that's the motherfucker that pump my gas on the way over.
She draws with dick holes in them.
That is, I can't think of a better insult that like, whoa, you are like, shh.
And the way Patrice took that bump is still fucking hilarious.
They all, because that's what I've always, again, he's a problematic fave, Chappelle, but the reacting to what you just said immediately after, because you know it's so good, I've always appreciated about him when he says the joke and then hits the mic on the leg, like, like
you got to, like, I've done it when I see the pops I get out of people and I'm like, fuck, I want
I get like watch us on Black Wrestling, watch when you and I say some crazy shit. Like,
you got to react to the pop.
You have to acknowledge sometimes that your jokes are funny. If you see people legit laughing to it, you have to react to it as well. Like,
for some reason, my jokes kind of always hit. I always think about the bomb. My jokes always hit. I will put myself over in that regard. Always thinking about the bomb. I don't know how. I bomb. Everybody bombs, but I'm surprised. I think at this point, if I bomb, it's a novice move. So when you figure out this comedy shit, you understand timing. You know. Speaking of bombs, Victor's out.
Again, who is this man? Did you know who this man was?
Yeah, I heard about him.
Okay. That's because you be in them chat rooms.
No, sir. This episode might not make it. I swear, we done said too many key terms that YouTube is gonna be like, yeah, let's not let them post the episode. So if y'all here listening to it, hey, thank you for being here. This episode might not come out depending on what YouTube and Google says. As Davey just popped in, that was a weird glitch. It was like the Sims. Yeah, this motherfucker. You ever seen the Lord of War with Nicolas Cage?
Once years ago, yeah.
That's what he is.
Yeah, arms dealer. Yeah, I know what an arms dealer is, but like no one has like their top 10 like my favorite arms dealers, or like no one knows arm dealers off the rip like that. So come off it again. Like, so people just want to cry about shit. Like, oh my god, we traded a basketball player for an arms dealer. Like, the arms dealers are the basketball players in Russia. I'm sorry, but they are. Like,
Oh yeah, that's they super. That's they motherfucking
Yeah, they probably got
Cristiano
trading
Ronaldo's.
cards, jerseys. Yeah.
They Cristiano Ronaldo without the trafficking, no. And I ain't talking about, other type of weapons.
Yeah, but it's just crazy to think that this is Vin Diesel's doing, his doing. And Dwayne Johnson hours earlier posted him on the set of his Christmas movie where he's like a secret agent for Santa. I told you about this, and I told you about this, and you'd forgotten. I said, no. Let me remind you that this man now has to fill the other quadrant, which is a holiday movie, because he is.
When is that shit coming out?
Next year, probably like in November next year.
So he's shooting a Christmas movie around Christmas for next year.
Movies, again, there's going to be special effects and all that.
Nobody gives a fuck about Captain America next year.
We don't give a fuck about Dwayne Johnson right now. We just saw that with Black Adam. That's what I'm saying.
It's a game plan. I got you. I got y'all right now. All right. Y'all want some wrestling? You want some poetry, motherfucker? You want some wrestling talk? I got you.
Ow!
Yeah.
I'm ready for some poetry, motherfuckers.
And you're right, Ken, but that's how my mind works. I'm sorry. I was raised in a single parent household. Anyhow, he not going if I'm so fucking tired of talking about this, and we not even at April. If he does this whole mania bullshit, it's not gonna be just a one and done thing. All right, he gonna run it back next November. He gonna get the title next November. Then he can sit there and boast and brag about him being at that point 14-time champion, 13 or 14-time champion. And then it'll come out around the same time as the Christmas movie, and he'll go on a press run and he'll have the title nonstop, because apparently in Young Rock he had the fucking Universal title up on the mantle and he never won it. All right, how do I know? Because I watched Young Rock. It's actually pretty entertaining.
You're a stupid motherfucker.
That's his best piece of art in years. I know y'all don't come here for the wrestling talk, motherfucker, but I don't get to talk about wrestling. No disrespect when I say that, but I don't get to talk about wrestling sometimes.
We're talking about wrestling right now, and Hearts is gonna go like Cody Rhodes, like hear us all the way.
Do she listen to the show? Well, Hearts is annoying, but anyhow, I love Jeff Jarrett, but I don't give a fuck about Jeff Jarrett. Let's see if it happens. If she don't come up, she don't listen to the show. And if she show up, I swear to God, I'm
Someone's gonna tell her. That's how it works.
Ain't nobody gonna tell her shit. Y'all snitched to Hearts about what I just said about her. Hey man, you goddamn rat T.I. motherfucker. About what else? I don't want to see no Christmas movie.
We said this the other day. There might be, again, he might run back what he did a decade ago. Hollywood's not doing too good. Let me go and see if the wrestling fans still love me. And again, like you said, these idiots who cry and beg, please come back. We need you to face Roman Reigns because we want it so much. And AEW and
I'll tell you right now, you're absolutely right. I'll talk about them fickle motherfuckers. I don't want to see anybody from my childhood.
Storytelling. We need, even though you
ain't no story gonna be
without getting injured.
Ain't no story to be had. Okay, he came back. The
story is you're gonna run the ropes. Roman Reigns is gonna shoulder block you, and you're gonna go, I just tore my fucking pec, and he's gonna be like, I do this shit for a living. Like,
yeah, once a month, but still. Like, dog, he not in fighting shape. You feel me? Just like Larry Holmes getting back in the boxing. No, but that's what I'm saying. It's professional sports. It's like, dog, you not in shape. Like, the moment Tom Brady said he retired is when his body said, no, we're done. You can't. Isaiah Thomas said the same thing. Once you tell yourself you retired, that's it.
Yeah, as we see right now when it's 37-7 and 13 minutes to go. 35-7 with 13 minutes to go. Like
the only person that it worked for is Magic Johnson and Jordan. Like, I'm retired. And they could come back and still look basically, well, with Jordan, the second time he came back. Well, the first time he came back, he turned to a demon.
But that's really not. I'd say that first retirement, again, is just like, let me, that was the Sasha Banks in 2019. Like, I'm going to take the summer off and come back. What, now you're going to shit talk Sasha Banks?
Always.
The greatest woman wrestler in WWE besides Charlotte. Thinking she can get more out of people than Charlotte could. And I like Asuka and I love Io Shirai, but it's Sasha Banks.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me I'm wrong. Come on.
You very wrong.
How?
Over Oscar? You crazy.
Yeah, over Oscar.
Oscar was taking fucking slaps and chops from Minoru Suzuki.
And then
if Sasha Banks would have took that motherfucking wig would have went to space. Like Buzz Lightyear. It's already Buzz Lightyear color to infinity and beyond. The motherfucker gone. So it's Oscar by far. Overall.
Because then Sasha Banks has the mic skills, the presentation, and Oscar has the mic skills as well, and the presentation as well. Well, I mean, if Amp said that, he ain't want to talk either.
No, Amp just like her. How she look. Yeah, she a good looking woman, but I don't give a fuck.
Still a thing.
Damn, Vinny. Jesus Christ. That sound like you talking about The Rock. He just called him, Tom Brady, a whole bitch. Why? Damn, tell him why you mad, son. I ain't never seen nobody. Well, I ain't seen people say worse things about Tom Brady, but
The Rock has shit talked his dad, and this man's dead. What do you eat the whole bitch, as we discussed?
That's when I started, like, all right, bro, I'm on your head because you didn't have to say that.
He said I wanted to take a walk with my dad because we never got the chance. Like, never. There's a whole show right now about you and your dad.
And his pictures. Like, mind you, we don't know their personal relationship, but it seems like he's stuck around you more than his other kids.
You're acting like I never got a dad. Like, it's the thing about like the Spielberg movie. Like the Spielberg movie, it's not him saying like I didn't have a dad. It's like this is the story of my life, kind of fictionalized. How I wish it could have gone, or how some of it went. But I had daddy issues and mommy issues for a reason. He's like, there's a reason I married all these blonde women because my mom was a blonde woman. Like,
no, he's just a fucking geek that had billions of dollars even back then.
No, there's definitely some. God, what is it called? Who is the guy who fell in love with this Oedipus? Yeah, there's definitely some. I think everyone has a little bit of that though.
Fall in love with a certain type?
No, well, I mean, your mother or a woman who resembles your mother.
Oh, that's totally false because all the women I fuck with, they look like Whoopi Goldberg. My mom looked goddamn Dominican, so picture me, but
Dominican. No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't.
I swear, I'll send you a picture of my mom. She looked Dominican. Now I can get these jokes off by my mom. If I see anybody say something, I'm gonna beat the dog shit out you. I love y'all that's in the chat, but anybody else, I'm
not you. Get okay to your mom. Like,
yeah. There's certain jokes off limits. I could joke about my mom. Nobody else.
Oh my God.
You can't really do that. I'm so serious. I'll beat the dog shit out you.
Oh my God.
Yeah, all the women I talk to, yeah, they either look like Whoopi Goldberg, Lawrence Taylor,
Banks,
or.
Let me tell you something, Banks. We had a great dinner tonight, and I can't wait to see you.
Hell yeah, it was. She a stripper now. I can't say nothing.
Oh my.
That's the go-to. Females that got body, but they look a certain way. Ask Amp about cousin Skeeter. And I ain't talking about the doll.
I was about to say, you mean Bill Bellamy?
She sound like Bill Bellamy with CTE. Damn, know exactly what I'm talking about. She definitely ain't watching this. I could say the name. She, you know what I mean? She in a certain type of business now. It's like
at times. It's my fault too because the games, I don't even know it's a blow up. I still like watching my team.
This is my third recording in a row, and I gotta do this shit
for
another 10 minutes.
We're gonna be done at 6:30 my time anyway, because you got a business to take care of.
And then I gotta do it again after that. So
yeah, so that we should just end it right now. To be honest, you know what? That's the I see the whole point about Glorilla, right? She's like,
I want to hold on. I'm about to wild out, Ken. Hey,
she's a good looking woman. I know what everyone's saying.
Tear her ass up.
Thanks. What do you?
We're gonna be sounding alike. It's gonna sound like, it's gonna sound like MF Doom talking to MF Doom and that motherfucker. I'm trying to tear Glorilla ass up. You crazy?
Is that a turn off to you, a woman that sounds like a man?
That sound like me? Hell no.
Yeah. Oh my.
I'm hearing myself speak. I'm just moaning.
I was about to say.
Hell yeah.
You're saying fuck me harder. You're like, God, this is just me.
I can imagine us being at the parent teacher conference.
No, like on the phone.
I'll speak.
Is this Banks' father? No, it's his mother. Oh shit! Like
my fault. Little Glorilla tripping. Doing Tennessee, they definitely gonna say
there's that Seinfeld episode about that where it's the guy home like, I am I'm Dan, and he sounds like a woman, like
I get the title. Are you?
or something like.
Yo, it's a Seinfeld episode for a lot. I might need to tap into Seinfeld.
That's why it's the best show ever, legit. I know it's the whitest show ever as well, but it because again, that's Larry David's whole philosophy is like real life ain't real life a bitch, like. Because no, it's legit. Like, imagine you date a fine woman, but she has man hands. Wouldn't you be freaked out? Like, she's just like touching you, be like, I get like, so like, what the like.
I like Asia doll. She got some big ass hands. She got KG hands.
Girl, I want to see you palm my head like a basketball. Like,
boy, it's a bad King Von joke in there. I won't say. Hey, hold on. Hey, Tristan. Hey, now you speaking my language.
Yeah, you and I being from California again. The Bay Area too. I get my closest friends in California were Filipinos. So yeah, I've. Well, this goes into the thing about Asian women that I say that they're white women adjacent. Is that black men who get criticized for dating white women should also be criticized if they date Asian women. That's not like no, it's a different field. It's kind of in the same realm to me majority of the time. It's not just because it's the non-black woman part of it, but it's like, there's a stigma of like, just because you in an anime, you want to date an Asian woman now and all that, you want to be running around together like this. No. Just because you be doing that, no. You gotta get mocked just like all the white athletes and rappers and actors that have dated white women get mocked. Just no. You ain't getting those accusations, those allegations about our queens, our queens. That's who we should be after. No. You will date an Asian woman as well, and that's the same thing as a white woman. Like,
hey, that threw me off. So you saying you don't fuck with Asian women?
No, I say again. My thing is date everyone, date anyone, any type. Don't restrict yourself.
Stick with black. Stick with Asian, because you know why?
Here you go.
Everything I got is made in China.
Okay, see, I
was made from black. You feel me? And all the Chinese spots be in the hood. You feel me?
But you were raised in white.
That's fucking hilarious. Raised in white. Nothing comes from white. Everything comes from black.
America is white.
Yeah. America is trash. That's why.
Exactly.
I was raised in white. So you saying because we are born in this country by default.
What did he say? Boys in the hood. Where did man come from? Where do we live? In the land where the white man said, "Hey, I don't want to be with them. Hello, governor. I want to talk different. Damn it!" Like,
and it's crazy because speaking her country fine as gorilla, she was like in the UK, right? And she kind of switched to the accent.
No,
very easy.
But the fine woman again, like, so where are you from? You from Memphis? What was that? Was Memphis, Tennessee? Like,
all right, brother. No, that's Drew McIntyre.
As my father would say, Drew McIntyre is not Scottish. He is Portuguese. I'm like, no, Drew McIntyre is tan, with just for men.
Glorilla. I said Glorilla.
No, he did. Hey, I'm glad you cut that out.
Glow.
No, you said Glorilla. I'm like, I'm gonna let that go. Like,
I mean, it's kind of racial that she got that name anyway. I can't have this conversation here with Davis, but like you a gorilla that glows.
Having conversations that we shouldn't be having at times anyway. Given
fuck it, this what Ken said. This is why that's why we got 305 fucking subscribers.
But
counting.
But no, again, I'm saying if you're white, date a Latina. If you're black, date a Pakistani one. Date whoever you want. Again, love who you want. Love whatever you want. Like, don't.
So you saying I should date Mia Khalifa?
Yeah, why not?
I'm good. She's gonna get both of us killed. You want to go to my homeland?
Well, she can't even go back to her homeland. She said
at all. she bet not get on the fucking plane. That's
what came into my house, disrespected my family.
Boy, she better not get on no plane. There you go. The jokes is right there, people.
But no,
it's hard being funny.
That's no. But I'm saying, and this is what's bothering me about it. Again, the Dr. Umar of it all. Like I understand, and there's nothing wrong being pro black, and I'm not saying pro your race because the whole pro your race would be like, hell yeah, brother, in terms of white people saying that. But I'm not for that at all. Again, like I'll date white women. I don't have a problem with it. I'll date.
Well, your history is showing that.
What are you trying to say?
All the women you dated is white. Some of them just tan white.
Okay, no. As Von Zarelli, I almost wanted to call him his government name.
I think his government name is kind of known more than Von Zarelli.
I know, but Body More Bottles, as I told.
Well, actually, I know his government name.
I know his government name. Government name is what I'm saying. Because when I got him, I'm like, that's your like.
No, but he got one of them old school
90s names. No. But it's just the whole name too. It's like that's your whole name. When I heard Diz's name once too, I sent to Phil like, this is real name, and it was like an old school name. I'm like, what kind of name is this?
Yeah, we need names like that, like Darnell.
We're saying we're losing recipes with names, like
I call KP by his first name because he got an old school. That's a crack era name. You feel me? One of them old 90s names, like Darnell. You feel me? We need some of them names back. Like my homie from back home.
I like my homie, like that's the name. Like
it could be. Like we need names like Escalade again. When females used to be called Escalade and Mercedes.
Stop it.
Hey, shouts out to Mercedes from back home, wherever you are.
I did know a Mercedes, and she was a Latino woman, and she was good. Yeah, she was good.
This one wasn't Latino, but she had that engine was like Mercedes, boy.
Okay.
She got like 3 kids now. I'm like, I understand.
That's what we said. All right, the people with multiple under kids are saying we understand. It's not just you like to fuck. It's like it's that damn good.
No, any woman with kids got the best fire.
You have said that, yeah.
Because if you ain't trying to leave, if you ain't trying to exit the building while the fire is on, that means it tell you everything you need to know.
There's a fire. So I don't care. Oh my god.
I don't care. We'll stay in this one. Looking like backdraft. Call her backdraft.
I don't know why when I like laugh, I laugh like fucking
evil.
No, I laugh like Tim Drake when he becomes the Joker in Return of the Joker.
And Bruce had to hold him.
Yeah, Tim, stop it, Tim. Like,
that motherfucker had that Defer
Oh my god.
Hey man,
there have been 2 times where I've been in that scenario. Like, no, we must leave, and like the flames are too. I can feel the heat of the flames, and I just got out. Like, I burst through the window like I'm fucking John McClane and die, or like off the roof. Like
the fact that I instantly know that.
Come on, you
insane.
son of a bitch! Come on.
Best Christmas movie ever, by the way.
Oh my god!
The fact that I know that scene is, I've seen that movie so many damn times. I know exactly what scene. The best part is in the elevator shaft.
We'll have a few laughs.
He's in the elevator shaft saying, "This bitch done got me in this shootout." Yeah, Keisha.
Now I have a machine gun. Ho ho ho!
Hey, his brother's a mark. Why you trying to get me back years later? Cause you should have got me like I
respect it. It's no, because it's that's why Deckard Shaw is a great villain because Deckard Shaw said, "Man, you fucked up my little brother, man. That's my little brother." Like,
but you waited,
and he said, "I'm gonna kill your Asian homie, but he's gonna live. I'm gonna blow up your house, even though you can rebuild it. So again, I ain't gonna do shit to you." Like,
but you rolled on them years later, cause you shouldn't have pulled up on them.
No, like it's not years later. It's probably like a few months. Remember when we discussed the timeline of that?
No, I'm talking about Die Hard.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he had a planet.
Go ride on him. Go shoot him up.
Or wasn't he in prison? What was the story of Simon?
Oh, yeah, he was actually.
To get out. Yeah. Like the whole point is that he gets out to then do all this. Yeah.
all right, it's a movie, it's fanatical, right? But if he's a terror, damn, this episode really might get pulled. If he fuck it, Rock has to be a classic. Because we use a lot of terms we shouldn't. We done said bomb.
Right now we're doing like this. They're like, oh.
Yeah, y'all seen the XPW match for real. Y'all gonna have to live for this.
I'm gonna hit you fucking with a Pepsi plunge, like, oh, he never does this, like the pedigree from the top rope, like.
Yeah, sign up for the Patreon just in case. We done said a lot of terms I don't think you're supposed to say, but we'll be all right. But let's say if he was like, you know what I mean, one of them people, right? Wouldn't he be in there for like solitary confinement for like 100 years?
They always like, that's the whole point of action movies, is that they're great at like orchestrating escapes and all that.
But this dude, like, he one of them. You one of them, like, you feel me? You got them shits. You got them Call of Duties, and you just gonna get out on parole? Like, I sorry, I was a bad man,
Mr. McClane.
But that is fire to get on a parole and go get your brother's killer.
Yeah.
But then you got body.
So is he the hero? Like, are we saying like, was he again like how we always write about how villains today are the heroes? Like the Killmongers, the Thanos, the Namors are the, like, you know, was Simon Gruber the hero?
Who said Namor is the hero?
Namor is a hero. Come on. He said, you came to the ocean, disrespected.
We had to get the resources. Now, whoever said that definitely
anti. Try to get that vibranium. Oh. And then like he was right. They killed my mother. Like,
say words. So it wasn't us.
No. Yeah, it was age. You know.
It was the people.
The disease. It was. Yeah. I mean,
it wasn't us. Though,
I still haven't rewatched. I hope it's on Disney Plus within the next month or two.
No, it's making too much money still. That's why Dwayne hurt. What Rocket Raccoon do? Oh, he might get body in Guardians 3.
Yeah.
Nah, Dave Bautista for sure. He already told y'all to finish. He ruined the finish a long time. He said, "No, I'm old."
But he's got other movies to make, which is good for him. Oh my god.
He don't want to stay at his weight, which he 52 years old, bro. I can't be 250, 260 every single day. That should take a toll on your body.
But seeing him slim down like how The Rock did at first, just to regain too much weight, it would just be like crazy.
Yeah, that's too much at 52 because your body starts slowing down anyway, as far as your metabolism. So to put that shit back on, then take it off, then put it on. I want to see that M. Night Shyamalan movie though when that come out.
Oh, where he's gonna be acting.
Yeah, as the preacher man.
Yeah, or not really a preacher man. I think more of the Doomsday type of preacher.
You know, he basically Devon's character, right? That he served. Oh my brother, that motherfucker.
Oh my brother, testify.
That motherfucker was annoying. SmackDown. Here comes the pain.
Oh, is he good?
No, he was just annoying because he'll be backstage. Like when you go walk backstage.
Okay. I thought you meant like he was like a Jamal Tinsley or like a Rudy Gay, Gerald Green. Like you had problems like in a random match against Devon Dudley. Like
no, but Paul London used to give me problems. That fucking. I'm like, all right.
Oh, the drop salt kick.
I'm like, all right, bro, y'all got it.
You're like, enough already. Like, no wonder you hate flippy wrestling. You playing the game like God. You like, God damn it. Like,
Dog, I felt like Booker T when he gave him that fucking elbow. He potatoed him and broke his nose.
The fuck you doing?
Yo, what Booker T? I want to know where he get his weed from. I need that shit ASAP.
Like his eyes?
Yeah, them.
Nah, from hating the New Day.
I mean, no, but he was tweaking. He was like, what's her name? Not Cora Jade. What's the little girl that graduated? Yeah, like they cut and I'm like, dog, they said he looked happy. I don't know what was going on. I don't think
no, there was the vignette, the Pretty Deadly vignette afterwards where he came back and he was laughing like how we were just like
That's what I'm saying. They said he was
those were his guys, those were his guys or whatever. He likes that tag team. They are pretty good.
No, but when they announced her and they cut to the announce table, he don't look like he was. I'll send you the video. He don't look like he was like crying tears of joy. He was tweaking. He looked like he was laughing. He was like hunched over. I'm like,
no, it's that. I'm saying it's that video after the vignette. after the Pretty Deadly vignette, because Vic Joseph's like, all right, we're gonna move on to our next match. Yeah, and Booker T's just like,
Okay, so why did they say the internet be lying? They say he was happy because his graduate was in NXT.
no, I think I think that match ended. Then that vignette played. Is what I'm saying.
Okay. Well,
I don't know if it
I was like, he ain't crying tears of joy. I think this motherfucker is off the henny. Because your eyes is that red, like dog, like that ain't no. Either you need some sleep or you need to get
Pineapple Express. When she's like, I just walked past 3 kids whose eyes were as red as a devil's stick, and she's like, they was high, and I know it was you. He's like, what? What do you mean me? Like,
bro, that's how my eyes get when it's like, all right, now it's time to go to sleep. Because when I was getting off of work the other night,
yeah, that's what we're about to wrap up right now. You gotta get ready.
No, this is fun, but yeah.
No, I don't know. We're getting out of here. We'll be back on Patreon this week. So again, pay the $5. We appreciate it. Like I said, that once Black Adam is on HBO Max, commentary track soon come.
Hey, and what you doing? You could take my place on that.
No, you're doing it. If I had to watch Morbius with you and Van, you have to watch Black Adam with me. Because don't forget, we ended up talking about Lana Rhodes having Blake Griffin's baby instead of Morbius. So I can't imagine what we're going to be talking about on Black Adam. I wish we could get X and Van to come by because that would be great. But I know X be busy in Van.
No, maybe Huey ain't fucking busy. I'm gonna book it.
But shout out to our guys there. Shout out to Random X. Shout out to Public Enemies. Actually, I won't be on Keek's show tomorrow. So
I gotta talk again.
Yep. So tune into that. And,
you gonna be there for the award show?
Nope, I ain't coming on that show anymore. No.
What happened?
She was rooting for Tom Brady.
I mean, you look like Tom Brady with the hat.
All white guys look like when they got a hat.
No, all California white guys look alike. Let's get
that
to the
true.
real shit.
That
Fuck
is true.
that. We got time.
That is true.
We ain't going home yet, brother. I ain't blown up yet. Fucking all white.
What match did I? Oh, I think the Samoa Joe match yesterday did look like when he hit that muscle buster. I was like, he must have told Juice like 3 minutes prior, like, brother, it's time to go home. Like,
well, he got 1,000 injuries. The knees cooked, the shoulder cooked.
He was looking good the last few matches. Like I said, I think when he came to AEW, he looked rough because he hadn't been in action that much. But he's starting to regain that rhythm.
What rhythm? That motherfucker DDR right now. With the rhythm.
He's not regaining it.
He's cooked.
I
hate to step on your opinion.
I agree. It was the same thing me and Kyle said about CM Punk. It's like, you take a long break. And sure, you can try your best to have matches every week and you try to get, back on that horse, as they say, get those reps in, and it's your body's done. It's past its point. Like you said earlier, the whole Tom Brady, Isaiah Thomas thing, it's that thing where a long layoff, your body itself shuts down. That's why sometimes when I'm dead tired from work, I'm like, I can't even go work out or do this and that. I'm just like, I'm done.
But that's when you're supposed to work out too.
Honestly, I know. I still do it. No, I'll still go and do it. But yeah.
Like with this, like if you take even with this, because we're using muscle memory, we more so just using mental. So even with this and then being consistently funny, if you take a long period off, like dog, you're gonna be rusty, yo. Like my first thing every time I record on Sundays in the morning, like even when we done this show, I'm like, damn, I felt that performance was bad because it's the first thing I do. And it's like your brain not ready. So I feel like I got to start doing like warm-ups like the NBA before.
That's what I wanted to do late last week. Like I said, I was going to shit my pants or throw up on camera. No, I've had coffee yesterday and today, and I've been fine. So it just must have been someone must have poisoned me or something. But yeah, when we did the 2000s music episode, we did it around this time. We had a great episode. So maybe we have to go back to being Sunday evening. On Sunday evenings, Banks versus Davis. Sunday. But
that's fine. Also, let y'all know ahead of time, an episode, even if Davis isn't free, episode will be on Criminal. It'll be taped. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. We going old school. It's gonna be tape delayed because I got a flight, but yeah, episode to come out. We don't stop working. You feel me? I don't believe in holidays anyway. Fuck Christmas. So I would have did a watch along of the Grinch and be like, yeah, take the shit from him, brother. Go ahead. Take their gifts. Fuck them. Them who's trying to take her chips.
Oh, I think you're saying like, imagine a Baltimore and Whoville.
I ain't got no more Baltimore jokes.
So we'll be back next Sunday. Like, so maybe around this time, my team will be playing Thursday night, so we won't have to worry about that. And you say you don't care about your team, who barely escaped today against the Houston Texans.
I mean, hey man, if we would have lost to that nasty bastard's former team, I probably would have.
Well, obviously, don't blame the team because he did the shit when he was playing for them. Like, don't hold
I
that
am blaming the
against
team because y'all knew.
That is true. They knew.
Y'all don't let JJ Watt break his whole fucking shoulder. I'm sorry, his whole arm. That motherfucking arm been cooked for like 20 years now.
Oh, apparently the Denver Broncos have been eliminated from the NFL postseason contention. What a shock!
Oh shit! Damn, bro, what we gonna do? I gotta hear passive aggressive Russell Wilson.
We'll write it out.
No, he gonna just send y'all a Bible verse. He passive aggressive. Russell Wilson trick y'all.
What I be telling you about people who believe in the Lord. Again, just look at Brock Purdy right now. Well, not right now, because Josh Johnson's in. But Banks, where can people find you on social media?
Don't find me. But if you would like to find me, yeah, fuck it. Follow me at iamnotbanks because there's too much shit to plug. So iamnotbanks on IG. Don't follow me on Twitter because I don't really do shit, and then I delete it afterwards anyway. Yeah, just iambanks on IG. Just follow me there. Y'all get to see what I post. Random acts, Black Announce Table, Public Enemies, fucking Reggae Boys, this show. I don't even know what else I do because I do too much work. I'm at Random Act Studio, by the way. If y'all want to book it, talk to Amp. He'll give y'all a price.
I gotta make it down there. We gotta do something. Like I said, the four of us gotta do something. I know. Shout out to Josh. Shout out to Troy. Reggae Boys, like you said. I know Josh just did an episode with Joe and Amp. Shout out to Joe and Amp. Plug at the rug. I gotta hit Joe up about a rug. I didn't want to enter the raffle and get a free rug. I want to pay the man for the work I want him to do, but make sure you're following that.
I'll let you know. I mean, I'll send you his contact.
No, I just have to message him and all that. There's a rug I have in mind. But you can follow me on Twitter at Davis, aka Drip, Instagram daviscoltondc. Like I said, Banks versus Davis on Patreon, exclusive bonus content that is only available there for copyright issues. But some of our bonus episodes have dropped on YouTube. But if you want to watch content that you'll be seeing earlier, sign up. It's only $5. We appreciate our patrons. Some of who are in the chat. Black Wrestling every Thursday night. Like I said, we'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Nico, don't ever say that again. Before I go, I just want to say, Joe, if you hear this, I need a Tiana Trump rug.
Goodbye. Let's end the show.